Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 6 of War Thunder Realistic Battles. Anyway, so this first game is in the BF-110, and there's a reason why I'm putting this in. I wanted to put it after the KI-61 game, but this game was too short to put in there. But it was too good and had too good a point to it to not to put in at all. So I'm just going to put it here. So I've just taken down a PBY Catalina, and I'm gonna say I ground for this skin. I didn't buy it, and it looks great. The BF-110 is one of my favorite aircraft in the game, and this skin really does look great. Anyway, so I don't know what map this is. It's like the winter map thing, and we're fighting Buffaloes, P-40s, Hurricanes, that sort of stuff. Standard matchmaking for this plane. Nothing special. Anyway, so this is talking about the BF-110. Low speed, low altitude, turns like a dream, don't underestimate it. It has an armament with the approximate weight of Jupiter, and it's just a lot of fun. Couldn't quite get onto that Buffalo there, simply due to the speed and compression and things like that. But you'll notice here how much altitude I lose in that boom. The BF-110 is not, it doesn't have good energy retention. It's decently fast and it's pretty maneuverable, but it does not have good energy retention. It is a very large, heavy aircraft. And right there I demonstrate again why this thing hits like Jupiter. Okay, so I'm pulling around. And this, like I said, this was a really good game, but this is pretty average BF-110. Coming around, Buffalo coming on, shooting, hits, got him. I must say that was a really nice direct engine shot that went right through into his fuel tanks, and the plane just sparked, and it was so nice. Or it firebolt, not sparked, whatever. Anyway, so when it comes to cockpit visibility, the BF-110 is pretty good. It has those nice long birdcage windows, so good looking. You really gotta love the BF-110, even if you don't even if you're not a fan of German aircraft. You really got to admire just how pretty this plane is. Anyway, so I decided to pull off the P-36 to come around and get some help with this Buffalo, because I know the Buffalo's a dangerous aircraft. The P-36, in the right hands, is incredibly dangerous, and I'd be more worried about that than the Buffalo, but most people don't know how to play it well. Anyway, so I do decide to kill Seal a bit here, and that was the death of me. So, coming up, pulling around, and shots fired. I mean, chill, bro. It's just a game. Just chill. Anyway, let's have a look at the results. Second place for the team with 4 kills, 15,936 Silver Lions. Some RP that I can't read because of various reasons. Ground Force Rescuer, Bomber Rescuer, Multi-Strike times something, Professional times 3, Shadow Strike Streak times 3, Wind Streak times 2, and Terror of the Sky. And that's the BF-110. And it's fun, but just don't team kill, guys. Just don't do it. Anyway, so the first match that I was originally going to put that BF-110 game after, but since it was so short, decided not to. This is the KI-61+I-16, or Hay, or High, or whatever you want to call it. But, anyway, so, this plane has, first of all, its role is definitely an energy fighter, which is where a lot of people sort of screw up a bit. They think, because that's basically the same performance as the KI-61+I-16, but it's at a higher battle rating, you need to try and turn fight. That is not the case. If you've ever flown the KI-61+I-16, you will know how well that thing performs for its battle rating. It really doesn't hurt this aircraft to have a higher battle rating, and the armament is great. And you'll notice there, the Hot Dog that I just shot down is a very tough aircraft, and it just fell apart underneath these guns. And the two 12.7s it has will do a bit of damage, but not much. Really, it's the MG-151s, the two wing-mounted MG-151s that are going to do the serious shredding in this aircraft. Anyway, so coming down on a Firefly Mark 1, and this was also a relatively quick game, but it wasn't super quick. Okay, so I'm coming on the Firefly Mark 1, and they were just broken off, shooting, and aircraft destroyed. Second kill. Okay, so pulling straight vertical, which is exactly what you should do in every situation possible in this aircraft. Use its energy retention to your advantage, because that's something it has a lot of. It also has a great climb rate, but you would have seen that in the beginning if you've been paying attention to my altitude. Anyway, pulling in on Mosquito FB, firing, and put a 20mm cannon round straight through the cockpit. That's gonna leave a mark. Pulling up, and that was my third kill and final kill of the match. But I'm not cutting the match yet because there's something else I want to show. And it's the same thing that happened right in the beginning. It has to do with the way War Thunder credits its kills. Coming in on a PBJ, this should have been my fourth kill of the game. But it's not, and you have to see how unreliable the system is for crediting kills. Coming in on the PBJ, there's a KI-43 on it, and he's shooting really badly. Either that or he's got stock belts, and they're just not doing that much damage, or he's got ground targets belts, which is bad. But looking at those shots, I'm gonna say he's just shooting badly. Gets some good solid hits, shooting more, hits, critical hit, continuing to shoot. Got a hit with the MG that I'm pulling off, and then enemy kill assist. Think about the level of damage I did to that aircraft versus the level of damage he did to that aircraft. That should have been my kill. Same thing in the beginning, I shouldn't have gotten that kill. Anyway, second place for the team with 3 kills, 46,040 Silver Lions. And second, okay. Teamwork, Ground Force Rescuer, Professional ×2, Shadow Strike Streak ×2, Multi-Strike ×2, Win Streak ×3, Best Squad, and Balancer. And that's an upgrade. So, the KI-61+I-16, fun, good aircraft. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next match. Eventually. So this is the I-16 Type 28, the premium version of the I-16 Type 27. And I've flown the Type 27 a lot. I really like that aircraft, and I spaded it. I would have spaded it multiple times. It's one of my highest killed aircraft in the game. I just love it. So I bought the premium because I just wanted to earn some more credits. Anyway, I'm announcing that this video will go on YouTube, that this match will go on YouTube if it's good enough. Coming through, shooting, and set him on fire. With that level of damage, if another plane came through and shot at him, they would be credited with the kill, even though I've just inflicted heavy damage to his airframe and set him on fire. But fortunately enough, no aircraft came through, so that's my first kill of the match. Not gonna argue with that. You'll notice that my engine is smoking. If you haven't noticed that, you're blind.
Affirmative! Attacking!
That's a visual glitch. There is no damage to... There's a little bit of cowling damage, but nothing that should cause the plane to smoke like that. And this is Yak 1 above me. I never get a shot at him. I keep trying for it, but I don't. And yeah, keep trying. Keep trying, Baxter. I'm sure you'll get it. I'm sure you'll get it. Anyway, so...
Roger that.
What I was gonna say. So, if you, looked, you'll notice I can't use WEP. And that's because WEP on this aircraft works by increasing this level of supercharger. But when you're already using that supercharger level because of your altitude, your WEP doesn't work because there's no higher supercharger level. Anyway, pulling the plane around, and just gonna go look for some fresh meat. Somebody behind our aisle 4, or maybe that's just AAA. I haven't figured out yet. Haha, go ahead, have your little laugh. So I idle for a second to get a bit of cooling done, and there's a BF-109 below me. Now, this was not a good German team. They really didn't know what they were doing. Had they known what they were doing, they would have stayed above me. But they didn't. They went below. They rushed in, trying to use their speed, but at low altitude, they're not going to have a speed advantage on anything except the I-16. And if you need financial support there, I can't help you. Okay, so blowing off some speed, the I-16 isn't fast. You don't want to fly it fast. Just remember that and you'll do fine. You'll notice I'm flying faster than I want to be. Roll hard, pulling in, falling down this BF-109 F2. Come on, shooting, and aircraft destroyed. Second kill, if my math is right. This could have been an ace in a day match if I hadn't made some rather interesting mistakes, which I'll get to later. So right here I type a "come at me, bro," because I'm feeling cocky. I mean, I've just shot down 2 aircraft. I'm in a plane that I really know well. I know what it can and can't do. I'm very good at it. I'm very good at it. It's unusual for me to go down in my I-16 without taking down at least 2 enemy aircraft with me. So I'm going into a bit of a zoom climb, and I'll try to go for that BF-110. I'll spoil this. I don't get to him. The zoom climb in an I-16 is actually a pretty bad idea. It has a very high lift wing, so it's going to climb its best when you're not in the zoom climb. But I wasn't thinking about that, so it does not have good energy retention. You'll notice that as I'm doing maneuvers and stuff. It just does not have good energy retention. Anyway, going around. And let's see what happens. BF-110 is doing something. It's BF-109 coming in behind me. The BF-110 is turning down. And you notice there, something I haven't mentioned, the I-16 is an incredibly responsive aircraft. It has one of the highest roll rates of anything I've ever flown. In fact, probably the highest roll rate of anything I've ever flown. And I wasn't sure how good this BF-110 pilot was, but looking at the camo he had, he either bought that camo, which means he's cheap and bad at the game, or he ground it out. Most likely he ground it out, which means he's very good with his aircraft. And that's what I was thinking about while engaging that. I was prepared for a very good pilot, and that's exactly what he was. Diving away from the I-16 is precisely what you need to do.
Attack the enemy.
A lot of people think of all Russian aircraft as being incredibly fast, so they do not dive away from the I-16. That is why you fail. And that is why the I-16 clubs. And I'm pretty sure this is an E3. But, yeah, it's an E3. Okay, I thought it was an E... because I thought it turned out to be an E1, but I don't remember. Anyway, so that BF-110 makes a crucial mistake. He's holding his own against my teammates, but he never saw me coming. Just to make sure there's no kill steal, I finish him. Got some oil on the screen. Anyway, coming around, and there goes the roll rate of the I-16. You'll notice how far the elevators run with the length of the aircraft, but they run the entire length of it. You also see this on the Series Extra 300, which is an aerobatic aircraft, and capable of flying close to the same speeds. Okay, so this is BF-109E, fire some shots, and hits, pull vertical, here's some schvacks going off in the background, pulling around, and this is something I wasn't expecting. There goes the wing. These engines are very good at snapping wings off aircraft. And here's my crucial mistake that prevented me from getting another kill. Now, I probably wouldn't have gotten another kill anyway, but I definitely would not be able to as well. You'll see here, I'm about to cut my engine and glide into that airfield that's behind me. Wheels overheating, thinking about it. The I-16's slow, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, there we go. About to pull back on the throttle and fly into land. Something I like about this map is that there's a lot of places where you can there's a lot of places that are very close to the main combat area where you can land. So here I fire off my guns to slow myself down a bit. And there was an accidental team shot that's going to happen shortly. Fortunately, there's no camera involved. So here it is. I'm about to try and put my tail wheel down, but I go airborne, I'm shooting to slow myself down, and LA-5 flies right through it. I did hit his oil cooling system there. Fortunately, I wasn't a pilot sniper. Anyway, if you've been looking at my map, and look at all that smoke. Goodness. Okay, so right there, I kill my engine. If you look at my map, you'll notice there's no airfield marked here. Right here I'm sitting with my engine cut so it doesn't overheat, waiting for repair and a reload. And waiting. And waiting. And waiting. And waiting. And waiting. Still waiting. I still haven't realized it. And here I go, I'm starting my engine. And this is great when I throttle up. It cracked me up when I was watching the replay. Anyway, you're about to see. As soon as I rev it up, beautiful smoke. Yes. Anyway, results. First place for team with 4 kills, 48,840 silver lines on premium plane. And got my AR2, Ground Force Rescuer, Fighter Rescuer, Professional ×3, Shadow Strike Streak ×3, Win Streak ×2, the best squad, Terror of the Sky, Bulletproof, and that's the premium bonus thing. And anyway, the I-16 Type 27 and the I-16 Type 28, good aircraft. I recommend you get it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy your rest of time on YouTube. So long.